Hello everyone. Well, today's topic is one of my personal favorite, and that is on corporate dressing. Well, if you are going for an interview or even to make a good impression at workplace, you need to be dressed appropriately according to the corporate environment, rules and regulations, as well as the protocol. Well, today's topic is very interesting because it helps you to understand what is corporate dressing and what is not corporate dressing. Let's take a look at the agenda for us today. We will talk about what exactly is the meaning of corporate dressing, why is corporate dressing important in our day-to-day life. We will talk about corporate dress for men and corporate dressing for women, corporate dressing for Indian women specifically with regards to the Indian wear. We will also talk about how to look and feel like a business professional, certain do's and don'ts of corporate dressing, as well as certain examples that we are going to share with you. Well, I'm very excited to teach you, so let's get started immediately. Well, what exactly is the definition of corporate dressing? Corporate dressing means that you're wearing appropriate clothes to interviews, workplace, as well as professional environment. Well, the idea being that you should not look like you're out of the box or out of the, looking like an alien in an environment which is supposed to be very, very professional and corporate. Today, or rather nowadays, people make impression based on how you are dressed and how you are clothed. If your attire looks a little mismatched in the corporate environment, you might be getting those killer looks from people or the negative impression that you will end up making in that particular situation. To avoid such conditions, it's important to dress in a corporate way. Well, why is corporate dressing important? Your appearance makes a lot of difference to how you are being perceived. People form impressions on you in the first 7 seconds that they meet you, and 55% of this information comes from body language as well as your corporate dressing. In order to make a good impression on your people and to be perceived as a corporate person, you need to ensure that you are dressed in a corporate way. It helps you to create a positive first impression. It makes you stand out from the crowd, not in a negative but in a positive way. Well, it's important to understand that corporate dressing for men may look a little simple, but when we talk about it, you will understand that it is something which is very, very common sense for people. However, at their times, they don't apply their brains and dress up in any way they want to. Well, wear formal clothes always to workplace. Formal clothes in terms of formal colors like blue, black, white, blue or grey, as well as lighter shades are considered to be formal. Pick up classy yet elegant attires. No or minimum jewelry. Well, jewelry doesn't go on men even if it is wearing like too many rings on the hand. 1 ring per hand should be all right. Light colognes, you do not want to look like you've had a bath full of, in a tub full of cologne. Neat and well ironed clothes. I think that's such a winner. If you're wearing crumpled clothes to work, you will not look like a professional. Well, let's take a look at what is corporate dressing for women. Wear formal clothes to the workplace. Now, formal wear could be Western formal, which could be a shirt and skirt or shirt and a trouser. It could be Indian formals, which can be salwar kameez, or it can be a sari as well. We will talk about that in a little while. Pick up classy yet elegant attires. It's not only about wearing, the branded things, but also at the same time, the quality of your clothes matter a lot. No or minimum jewelry. Again, with ladies, I would like to suggest that wear as less jewelry as you can. Do not wear very jazzy or funky earrings and necklaces and bangles, etc. Try to keep it as minimum as you can. Light colognes and preferably minimum makeup. You're not going for a party, you're going at work, and hence it becomes important not to wear too much loud makeup. Neat and well ironed clothes. Again, your clothes need to be well ironed. Let's take a look at corporate dressing for Indian women. Well, according to the international style scales, it is important to understand that Indian clothing that we wear, salwar kameez dupatta as well as saris, are not considered to be formal wear. However, in India, we do, take it as a formal attire, and let's take a look at that. Choose elegant clothing. Even when you're wanting to wear an Indian formal, it should not look too gaudy, or it should not have too many things on it which are printed, etc., or it should not have too much of mirror work. It should be simple yet elegant. Do not go for very gaudy attires. No or minimum jewelry, light colognes and minimum makeup, and do not go for very bright colors. Go for sober shades. Even if you are wearing a salwar kameez, it has to be a simple kurta with a churidar and a dupatta. Do not wear anarkali dresses or something which is very heavy and looks like it's a party wear. If you are going for saris, then please make sure that you wear a sari with a kind of a jacket, or even a long overcoat would do the works. Avoid saris which are very transparent, or it could be looking or sound probably looking very heavy with a lot of gota work and mirror work, etc. You need to wear saris which are plain, with just have probably a border around it, not something which is very jazzy and funky. Well, business professionals look like business professionals because of the way they dress up. When you dress professionally, you also have better chances of leaving a positive impression. The rule of the thumb is do not wear anything which is questionable. Now that could be, for example, for women it could be not wearing halter tops or sleeveless shirts or something which is exposing any part of your body. So try to keep it very minimalistic and try to make sure that anything which looks questionable should not be worn at workplace. Only buy the best quality outfit. Well, I cannot make you understand how important it is to invest in good quality clothes. They really speak volumes about you as a person and how much professionally you will be taken if you're wearing good branded clothes. How you dress up represents you and your company, and be classy and be fashionable. It's not important that you have to always dress up in the most appropriate manner in terms of fashion tips, but at the same time you should look classy and elegant. Well, certain do's and don'ts for males as well as females. Let's take a look at that. Females need to wear light makeup. So these are certain do's. Keep your hair and nails well groomed. Preferably wear closed toe shoes, and this is very important if you're wearing Western formals. For Western formals, wear closed toe shoes, and for Indian formals you can wear open toe shoes. Always wear dark color jackets. A light color jacket doesn't give a nice impression. However, a dark color jacket like a black, a navy blue or a brown can really do the tricks. For men, the do's are wear professional watches, keep your hair and nails well groomed. Make sure that your belt and your shoes are matching. If your belt and shoe is not matching, you're not making a good impression. So always make sure your belts and shoes are matching, and also that your socks should be matching with the color of your trousers. Also make sure that you're wearing dark color jackets. Well, certain don'ts for men and women for corporate dressing. For females, do not wear too much of makeup. Do not wear too much of jewelry. Brightly colored clothes, your shirts and tops should not be of a very neon color or something which is very flashy. As mentioned earlier, stick to lighter shades, which is corporate dressing. And avoid casual clothing like ripped jeans, a tank top, or a pullover kind of a thing. So try to avoid wearing very casual clothing at work. For males, please do not wear uncomfortable clothing. Please do not wear shirts and trousers which are too tight on you. Do not wear heavy cologne, and also make sure that you do not wear unusual style of clothes. Well, as you can see here on the image, these are certain examples for professional and corporate dressing for men. Well, looking at them, they look so nice and handsome, and they look like they are just ready to take on the world with their corporate and professional attire. And this is an example for women. For all those women watching this particular video, look at how smart these women look in their professional and corporate attire. They definitely leave you with a nice smile on your face and also a very positive impression about them. Well friends, to conclude this particular topic on corporate dressing, we have discussed so many things on what corporate dressing is and what corporate dressing is not. We also understood that you can make a positive impression of yourself on others only when you're groomed well and only when you're dressed appropriately according to the corporate environment. Well, I hope you have liked and enjoyed watching this particular video on corporate dressing. Please keep watching, more videos coming your way. Till then, thank you for watching.